Former Federal Nationals leader Barnaby Joyce has come under fire for robocalling New South Wales residents, denouncing a bill to decriminalise abortion. The intervention has angered some of his state colleagues, with the Financial Review reporting the New South Wales Nationals discussed expelling Mr Joyce from the party, a move unlikely to happen, but one that would nonetheless have major ramifications for Scott Morrison. Barnaby Joyce's expulsion would force him to the crossbench, leaving Mr Morrison without his one-seat majority. But Deputy Prime Minister Michael McCormack is downplaying the expulsion threat, standing by his predecessor, arguing Mr Joyce should be allowed to voice his personal position.
Barnaby's free to speak his mind. He's been a freely and publicly elected official. I'm pleased that the State Premier, Gladys Berejiklian, has delayed it somewhat to seek more consultation, to put it to a parliamentary committee. I think that's really important. It's what should have happened in the first place. This was done in way too much haste. The fact is, it's a big call to ask him to not stand in the National Party anymore, and I certainly wouldn't do that. I think he's doing some very good things.
Mr McCormack also used the press conference to apologise for his controversial comments, in which he declared Pacific Island nations would survive climate change because their residents come to Australia to pick our fruit. His remarks were perceived as insensitive in the wake of the Pacific Islands Forum, which focused on the threat of rising sea levels faced by countries in the region.
Well, look, if any insult was taken, I sincerely apologise. But the fact is, we'll always be great friends of the Pacific Islands, and certainly we rely on the Pacific Islands. We rely on them largely. And I come from an electorate where there's a strong horticultural section for which couldn't operate without the labour force that is provided by the Pacific Islands.
But the apology failed to win over the former president of Kiribati, who continued to criticise Mr McCormack's comments during a visit to Parliament House, describing them as unhelpful.
I didn't think there was a call to make that kind of statement. It didn't contribute in any positive way to any kind of relationship that Australia has with its Pacific Island neighbours. And so, quite frankly, I don't see the point of the comment being made in the first place.
All of this indicates that this is a government which deep down just do not get it.
The issue will remain on the agenda, with Pacific Island leaders next month heading to the UN Climate Summit, where they'll continue to push for a ban on new coal mines and call for a rapid renewable energy transition.